In a small village nestled between rolling hills, there lived a young woman named Emma. She was known for her kindness and her love for animals. Every morning, she would wake up early to tend to her garden. The garden was filled with vibrant flowers and fresh vegetables. Emma's favorite part of the day was when the sun began to rise, casting a golden glow over everything. She often thought about how lucky she was to live in such a beautiful place. One day, while watering her plants, Emma heard a faint noise coming from the woods nearby. Curious, she decided to investigate. As she walked deeper into the forest, the noise grew louder. It sounded like a cry for help. Emma quickened her pace, her heart pounding with worry. Suddenly, she stumbled upon a small, injured fox trapped in a hunter's snare. The sight of the fox struggling tugged at Emma's heartstrings. Gently, Emma approached the fox and spoke to it in soothing tones. The fox, sensing her kindness, calmed down. Carefully, Emma released the trap and carried the fox back to her home. She knew she had to help it recover. Emma cleaned the fox's wound and made a cozy bed for it in a corner of her kitchen. She named the fox Rusty because of its beautiful, reddish fur. Days turned into weeks, and Rusty slowly regained its strength. Emma and Rusty developed a special bond during this time. The fox would follow her around the garden and even play with her other animals. Word of Emma's act of kindness spread throughout the village. People admired her compassion and often visited to see the miraculous recovery of Rusty. One evening, as Emma was preparing dinner, there was a knock at her door. She opened it to find an elderly man standing there. He introduced himself as Mr. Thompson, a retired forest ranger. He had heard about Rusty and wanted to thank Emma personally for her noble deed. Mr. Thompson shared stories about the forest and its inhabitants. Emma listened intently, fascinated by his tales. Mr. Thompson explained how important it was to protect wildlife and maintain the balance of nature. Inspired by his words, Emma decided to do more to help the animals in her village. She started a small sanctuary in her backyard, providing a safe haven for injured and orphaned animals. With Mr. Thompson's guidance, she learned how to care for different species and rehabilitate them. The sanctuary became a place of learning and healing. Children from the village would visit to learn about animals and their habitats. Emma found joy in educating others and watching their eyes light up with curiosity. Rusty, now fully recovered, became the mascot of the sanctuary. The fox's playful antics brought smiles to everyone who visited. Seasons changed, and the sanctuary thrived. Emma's dedication never wavered. She woke up every day with a sense of purpose, knowing she was making a difference. The villagers often helped by donating supplies and volunteering their time. Emma's small act of kindness had blossomed into a community effort to protect and cherish nature. One summer, the village faced a severe drought. The river that flowed through the forest dried up, and the animals struggled to find water. Emma knew she had to act quickly. She organized a group of volunteers to dig a small pond near the sanctuary. They worked tirelessly, and soon the pond was filled with fresh water. The animals flocked to it, grateful for the life-giving resource. Emma watched with a sense of accomplishment as the animals drank from the pond. She realized that even small actions could have a profound impact. Her journey had started with a single act of compassion, and now she was part of something much bigger. The village had come together to support her mission, and the sanctuary had become a symbol of hope and unity. As years passed, Emma's sanctuary continued to grow. She never forgot the day she found Rusty and how it had changed her life. Emma's story became a legend in the village, inspiring future generations to care for the world around them. She taught them that kindness and determination could create ripples of positive change, no matter how small they might seem.